All right, people. So here we go. Today, here's the deal. I'm going to walk you through this here, and you're going to start attempting to get your 8 photos into this working document. Okay. Now, here's the thing. For right now, we're just getting them into your document. All right. We're not trying to place them into your design yet, because there's a couple different ways we can do this. All right. If you look at yours and you look at mine, for one, some of you have triangles that you're using. Others people are using stars. Some of you are using very skinny rectangles. Obviously, your photos are not those exact shapes. All right. So there's going to be a couple ways we need to do this. So today, don't try to get ahead of the game and be like, oh, I'm going to put my images into my shapes, because there's a couple special circumstances we need to do. Before you do that, here's what I would recommend, just to kind of review here. So if you look at mine, I have effects on all my layers. You should have effects on all your layers. You hopefully turn that in, okay? If you've turned that in, you're good to go. Couple things. One, on each layer, okay, right here, on the right side of each layer, you have the little FX symbol. Next to it's an arrow. If I click that, maybe, there we go. If I click that, I can close that little drop down thing of each layer that's telling me what effects. It just kind of helps simplify your layers panel. So check it out. Now my layers panel looks a little bit more organized. You may want to do that, so because we're about to bring in 8 photos, which means we're adding 8 more layers to your layers panel. Okay, the layers panel is going to start getting pretty confusing here. So to do this today, here's all you need to do. Ready? If you go File, right, Open. Now, hopefully you have your photos somewhere. Okay. I know mine are in my little folder that says 8 pics. So I hit it. Okay. And I'll just use this guy right here. I choose one, hit Open. And remember, it's going to open in its own file. See, I got a separate tab up here. Your layer, when you open it, should look like this. All right, it probably has a lock on it of your photo. So I'm just going to double click the layer and hit OK. And now with the move tool, check it out. Boom. I move it up to this tab, drag it down here, and then I should have something like this. And here's what I want to tell you. Everybody look at mine so you're paying attention. So when I say go ahead and get started, you're not the first one to ask this question. One, all of us, the photos you are using, depending on where you got them from, are all going to be different sizes probably. If you notice mine, it takes up this whole document. Okay? Some of yours may come in smaller. Some of yours may come in like mine, and you're going to be like, see, why are all my shapes or some of my shapes above my photo? Look over here. In your layers panel, remember, the layers get stacked like pancakes. Look where my bus is. It's way down here, above, below 7 of my layers. So what you have to do is this. Watch. I'm going to hold the mouse down on my bus layer, and check it out. I'm going to drag it to the top and let go, and now it's on the top. Okay? Now, here's the other part. If yours come in very large like this, people, I want you to scale them all down so you can see everything. So look, I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go to Transform, and I'm going to go to Scale. And if I scale this image down, okay, for the sake of today, just to get them in here, again, I'm not trying to put it into my work yet. Look, I'm just going to make this guy pretty small, okay, like this. Hit Enter, and now I can do the other ones, okay? So you're just trying to get all 8 of your photos over and into your work. All right, does that make sense? And if you notice, now I have another layer in here, okay? If you get that, we're not submitting this or anything today. You're just going to get it, save it, so we're ready to go and actually start putting this together. Oh, the other thing you can do, please listen. The other thing you can do, the background, we are not going to leave white, okay? You need to find an additional image that you're going to put in the background. If you remember the one that I had, that I showed you kind of finished, it had a mountainscape that I put towards the background. So if you want, you can also find an image you're going to use for the background of this piece. Okay, what's up?
Could you tell me how to change the title?
Oh yeah, to change the titles right here. So look, good question. So layer 1 right here, okay? You just double click on it. You got to put your cursor right on the word layer 1, and it should highlight blue, and I'll just maybe label this one pick 1, okay? For your shapes, you can do the same thing. So like, look, this guy, I would probably label this one top right, and you just hit enter. Is it working? There you go. All right, you're welcome. So get everything over. If you need to, you can continue working on your design. If some of you are still struggling, or now that you're putting your photos in, you may look at your design and be like, yeah, this isn't going to work. I need to change my shapes. All right. And then when you get done, save it today. Questions? We good? Let's do this.